It is well known that the Bermuda Triangle is one of the most dangerous places on Earth for ships and planes. Many people have lost their lives in this area, and many more have disappeared without a trace. In today's video, we will be looking at some of the most mysterious disappearances that have ever happened in the Bermuda Triangle. From a sudden squall that capsized a yacht to an explosive decompression that killed everyone on board, the Bermuda Triangle is full of danger, and there are many theories as to why so many people disappear in this area. Some believe that it is cursed, while others believe that it is simply a very dangerous place to travel. Whatever the reason, these are the stories of the people who have disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle and the theories as to what may have happened to them. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos. Let's start with Flight 19. On December 5th, 1945, 5 torpedo bombers took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, as part of a training mission. The pilots flew out into the Atlantic Ocean, and everything was going well until they reached their destination. When they were supposed to turn around and head back to base, they disappeared. No one knows what happened to them or where they went. Some believe that they were captured by the enemy, but this is unlikely since no one has ever found their plane or remains of the pilots. Others believe that they simply crashed into the ocean, but there is no evidence to support this theory either. It is possible that they may have been lost forever in the Bermuda Triangle. Next, we have the USS Cyclops. The USS Cyclops was a collier ship that was used by the U.S. Navy during World War I. The ship was on its way from Rio de Janeiro to Salvador, Brazil, when it sent out a distress call stating that it was taking on water and was in danger of sinking. The ship was never seen again. It is believed that the Cyclops may have hit a sandbar and that this caused the ship to sink. However, this is just a theory, and the truth of what happened to the Cyclops may never be known. The ship is still listed as missing in action on the Navy's website. Now let's take a look at the Caroline Deering. The Caroline Deering was a 5-masted commercial schooner that was sailing from Puerto Rico to Newport News, Virginia. The ship was carrying a cargo of timber when it was discovered abandoned on the Outer Banks of North Carolina in 1920. All of the crew members were missing, and there was no sign of a struggle. The ship had been sailing properly, and there was no damage to it. One theory is that the crew may have been taken off the ship by pirates, but this is unlikely since no one was ever found. Another theory is that the crew may have deserted the ship, but this is also unlikely since they would have left a note indicating that they were planning to do so. The most likely explanation is that the crew was lost to the Bermuda Triangle. Up next is the Star Tiger. The Star Tiger was a British South American Airways flying boat that was on a flight from Lisbon, Portugal, to Kingston, Jamaica. The plane had made several stops along the way and everything was fine until it reached Jamaica. The pilot reported that the plane was experiencing some engine trouble and requested to make an emergency landing. The plane was never seen again. It is believed that the Star Tiger crashed into the ocean, but no wreckage was ever found. Some believe that the plane was lost due to mechanical failure, while others believe that it was lost due to human error. Let's move on to the Corsair. The Corsair was a United States Navy seaplane that was flying from Norfolk, Virginia to Puerto Rico. The plane was being flown by a pilot and 2 crew members when it disappeared over the Bermuda Triangle in 1949. No wreckage was ever found, and the cause of the disappearance is unknown. One theory is that the plane ran out of fuel, but this is unlikely since the plane should have had enough fuel to reach its destination. Another theory is that the plane was lost due to bad weather, but there were no reports of bad weather in the area at the time. The most likely explanation is that the Corsair was lost due to mechanical failure. Moving on, we have the Titan. The Titan was a Soviet nuclear submarine that was on a mission in the Atlantic Ocean when it disappeared in 1968. The submarine was carrying a crew of 98 sailors when it sank in the Bermuda Triangle. It is believed that the submarine sank due to a combination of bad weather and mechanical failure. The wreck of the Titan was found in 1971, but it had been completely destroyed by the elements. Only a few pieces of debris remained, which were brought to the surface by salvage teams. The sailors on board the Titan were all killed when the submarine sank. Let's take a look at the Lady Bower. The Lady Bower was a British Overseas Airways Corporation tutor that was flying from Kingston, Jamaica, to Britain. The plane had made several stops along the way, and everything was fine until it reached Britain. The plane was experiencing engine trouble, and the pilot decided to make an emergency landing in the sea. The plane was never seen again. It is believed that the Lady Bower crashed into the ocean and all 25 people on board were killed. Next, we have the Stardust. The Stardust was a Lockheed constellation that was flying from Lisbon, Portugal to Kingston, Jamaica. The plane was carrying 25 passengers and a crew of 9 when it disappeared. Over the Bermuda Triangle in 1948, no wreckage was ever found, and the cause of the disappearance is unknown. One theory is that the plane ran out of fuel. But this is unlikely since the plane should have had enough fuel to reach its destination. Another theory is that the plane was lost due to bad weather, but there were no reports of bad weather in the area at the time. The most likely explanation is that the Stardust was lost due to mechanical failure. Finally, we have the Nyoka. The Nyoka was a small yacht that was sailing in the Bermuda Triangle when it was caught in a sudden squall. The squall capsized the yacht, and only one of the 4 people on board survived. The survivor was rescued by a passing ship, but the other 3 people were never found. This is just one of many cases of yachts disappearing in the Bermuda Triangle each year. There are many theories as to why so many ships and planes disappear in the Bermuda Triangle. Some believe that there is a curse on the area, while others believe that it is simply a very dangerous place to travel. There is no evidence to support either of these theories. However, there are many natural phenomena that occur in the Bermuda Triangle that could explain some of the disappearances. The triangle is located in an area that is prone to hurricanes and other tropical storms. These storms can easily capsize or sink a ship or cause a plane to crash. The triangle is also home to the Gulf Stream, which is a strong current that can quickly carry away anything that enters it. In addition, the waters in the Bermuda Triangle are very deep and cold, which can contribute to the rapid sinking of ships. There are also many uncharted reefs and shoals in the area, which can cause ships to run aground. Finally, the skies over the Bermuda Triangle are often clear and cloudless, which can lead to deadly fog banks forming. These fog banks can disorient sailors and pilots, leading them to make mistakes that can cause them to crash. While these natural phenomena cannot explain all of the disappearances that have occurred in the Bermuda Triangle, they may be responsible for some of them. It is possible that some of the ships and planes that have gone missing in the Bermuda Triangle simply fell victim to bad luck. Perhaps they were in the wrong place at the right time and were caught up in a storm or current that was strong enough to sink their ship or down their plane. Whatever the reason, these disappearances remain a mystery to this day. What do you think? Are there any other theories about the Bermuda Triangle that we didn't cover in this video? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.